Hi guys, so ito yung problem ng loss units na meron ng average and FIFO. Okay, so listed problem number 3 dun sa reference book natin kay De Leon, edition 2019 edition sa page 324. So the following data were taken from the books of Denver Company which manufactures a single product through a two-department manufacturing process, machining and finishing. So in the production process, materials are added to the product at the beginning in both departments. Okay? So yung materials i-add at the beginning of the process, machining and finishing. So but may mga problems na pwedeng yung isang department sa beginning nag-add and yung second department ay at the end ng process nag-add ng materials. So but dito, pareho silang beginning ng process naglagay ng materials. The normal spoilage occurs in the finishing department. Okay? And the spoiled units are not detected until units are completed and inspected. Okay? So, yung normal spoilage daw, kanino lang, doon kay finishing lang, meron si finishing na loss units daw, normal yon. So, kailan daw na-detect? Sabi dyan, spoiled units are not detected until units are completed and inspected. So, hindi directly sinabi kung beginning, ending, or during. But sabi dyan, na-discover until units are completed and inspected. So, ibig sabihin, at the end of the process, na-discover yung loss units. Okay, so sabi kasi until units are completed and inspected. Okay, so completed na, so ibig sabihin, end ng process na na-discover yung loss units. Okay, so sa machining, wala pang loss units dyan. Tingnan nyo, beginning, 0. So, yung transferred in, wala kasi syempre first department siya. Started in production, 80,000 units. Transferred out, 60,000. And ending inventory, 20,000. So, started ay 80,000. Yung completed ay 60,000. Yung transferred out. So, yung ending ay 20,000. So, ibig sabihin 80,000 yung total units to account for and total units accounted for. So, kaya walang loss units. Ending inventory, 25% yung stage of completion. So, spoiled, wala. Kasi diba sakto na 80,000. So, beginning inventory cost, since wala siyang beginning inventory, so wala ding cost yung beginning inventory niya. Then, yung current cost, 320,000 for direct materials. Conversion cost of 130,000. Okay? So, pagdating naman kay finishing department, ang beginning inventory niya ay 20,000. Then, ang stage of completion niya ay 50%. So, ang transferred in niya ay 60,000 kasi 'di ba yung transferred out ni Department 1 ni machining ay 60,000. So, ang transferred in kay finishing 60,000 kasi galing din kay machining 'yon. Okay? So, ang kanyang started in production 0 kasi meron siyang transferred in, 'di ba? So, ang transferred out ay 60,000, okay? Then, ending inventory niya ay 18,000. Okay? So, pag tinignan ninyo, ilan yung beginning niya, 20. Tapos yung transferred in niya ay 60. So, total units to account for ay 80. But pag tinignan ninyo, yung transferred out completed niya is 60. Then, yung ending niya ay 18. So, 78. So, kulang ng 2,000. Yung 2,000 yun yung spoiled loss units. So, 2,000. So, ending inventory 70% completed. Then, given yung beginning inventory cost niya, so 28,000, 27,500, and 118,000. Yung prior department cost, yun yung cost from preceding department. Then, yung current cost, 90,000, 193,800 yung conversion cost. So, ang requirements, prepare cost of production report for April 2019 using FIFO method, and yung pangalawa ay average method. Okay? So, gagawan natin sila ng cost of production pag FIFO siya or kaya average method. Okay, yung pangalawa average method. So, ito yung gagawa natin. So, merong loss units. Yung machining department wala pa. Parang i-apply mo lang yung na-discuss natin na average and FIFO. Pagdating doon sa finishing na, meron ng loss units. So, pagko-combine na natin yung rules natin doon sa average and FIFO and doon sa loss units. Kailan na-discover yung loss units? End ng process. Okay? So, gawin mo muna natin yung department 1, yung machining department. Ito yung wala pang loss units. So, Unahin muna natin yung FIFO method. So, ito yung quantity schedule natin kapag FIFO method ang ginamit natin. So, yung first department, wala pang loss units. Okay? So, total units to account for, work in process beginning, and unit started. So, since ang work in process beginning ay 0, so lagay mo dyan 0, ang unit started ay 80,000. So, total units to account for, 80,000. Okay? So, total units accounted for, ang transferred out ay 60,000, yun yung completed and transferred. And yung work in process ending daw ay 20,000. So, total units accounted for ay 80,000, yung 60 plus 20. So, but dito kasi, di ba, since first in, first out, so, i-allocate natin, ano yung sa 60,000 na yan, ano yung naunang na-complete dyan. Sa work in process beginning and started and completed. But dito, sa problem na to, since ang work in process beginning natin ay 0, so, wala siyang work in process beginning. So, ibig sabihin yung lalagay natin dito 0. So, itong 60,000 na completed, saan siya nanggaling? Dito sa unit started. So, kaya ito yung SNC, started and completed. So, kahit na ang work in process beginning mo ay 0, lagay mo pa rin dyan. Kasi yung format, tatandaan ninyo ang ginagawa natin ay first in, first out. Okay, so lagay ko muna yung units dito. So, 0 ang work in process beginning, ang started and completed ay 60,000. So, kaya pag kinumpute pa rin, total niya ay 80,000. So, ito na yung work in process beginning. So, 0. So, yung unang mako-complete, since 0 yung work in process beginning, 0 to. So, ang completed and transferred na 60,000, saan manggagaling? Kay dun sa unit started. Kaya ito yung started and completed. So, after nyan, computein natin yung materials and conversion cost, conversion na EUP. Okay? So, wala pang loss units. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, si completed, ito, si started and completed, always 100%. Si work in process ending, tingnan mo kung ilang percent completed siya sa conversion and dun sa material. Si work in process beginning, so kung si work in process ending ay completed yung inilalagay dito, kay beginning ang inilalagay natin ay incomplete. Kaya lang nagkataon dito sa problem na to, ang work in process ending natin ay 0 pa. Okay, so kaya wala ding laman yung materials and conversion niya. Okay. So dito, started and completed 100%. So as to materials and conversion. Si work in process ending naman, sabi doon sa problem ay 25% completed siya as to conversion. So, kaya 25% to. Then, ang materials, inad at the beginning of the process. So, kaya siya ay 100%. So, si work in process beginning 0, kaya wala pa rin laman yung materials and conversion niya. So, kaya pag kinumpute yung EUP ng material, so 60 plus 20 equals 80,000. While yung conversion niya naman, 60 plus 5,000 equals 65,000. So, ito, 25% of 20,000 ay 5,000. So, EUP for materials ay 80,000 and EUP for conversion ay 65,000. So, total units to account for 80,000. So, materials natin EUP 80,000. Ang conversion na EUP ay 65,000. So, yung sunod ay i-account naman natin yung cost. Okay, so total cost to account for and total cost accounted for. So, yung total cost to account for naman, so kuhanin mo lang naman yung given na cost. So, si work in process beginning ay 0 kasi wala naman tayong work in process beginning na units, di ba? Then, since first department to, walang cost from preceding department. Kaya cost added lang. Itong cost added, ito yung current cost. So, given yung materials, 320,000 in conversion cost ay 130,000. So, yung total cost to account for ay 450,000. So, i-divide natin sila ng EUP para makuha natin yung unit cost ng materials and ng conversion cost. So, since FIFO to class, tatandaan ninyo, si work in process beginning ay hindi kasama sa pag-compute ng unit cost. Okay? So, but dito nagkataon na ang work in process beginning natin ay 0. Okay? So, kaya ito, yung materials natin na 320,000, so i-divide natin dun sa EUP ng materials na 80,000. While yung cost na 130,000 na conversion cost, i-divide naman natin ng EUP ng conversion na 65,000. Okay, so lagay ko muna dito para makuha natin yung unit cost. So, ang unit cost ng materials ay 4 pesos. So, paano nakuha? 320,000 divided by 80,000. So, 4 pesos. While ang conversion cost, 130,000 divided by 65,000. So, ang unit cost ng conversion ay 2 pesos. So, yung total unit cost natin ay 6 pesos. Okay? So, yung susunod dyan ay yung total cost accounted for. So, itong 450,000, so, tingnan natin magkano yung cost ng completed dyan at cost ng work in process ending. Okay, so wala pang loss unit sa first department, sa second department pa yung may loss unit. So, kaya parang nire-review lang natin yung average and FIFO, so yung rules natin sa FIFO. Okay, so dito. So, pagdating sa total cost accounted for, so kuhanin muna natin yung sa completed and transferred. So, since FIFO yan, so i-breakdown natin yung cost ni work in process beginning and yung started and completed. Kaya lang, since yung work in process beginning wala naman siyang unit, so ibig sabihin wala din siyang cost, kaya zero pa siya. Okay. So, sa started and completed, ilang units yung transferred out or yung completed natin? 60,000. So, 60,000 units times 6 pesos. Okay. So, ito yun, yung 60,000 units. Ito, 60, 60. Diba? 60, 60, 60. So, 60 times 4, 60 times 2. So, or 60 times 6, yung tinotal na natin. So, 360,000. So, pag tinotal natin yung cost ng completed and transferred ay 360,000. So, ito, in-extend ko na lang din. So, kasi kahit na ang work in process beginning mo ay 0, lagyan mo na din ng 0 para alam mo sa susunod na posible kasing merong amount din dyan kapag meron ng given na work in process beginning. Okay. So, cost ng completed and transferred, 360,000. So, compute naman natin yung cost ng work in process ending. So, pagdating naman kay work in process ending, since first department yan, walang cost from preceding department. So, yung cost added lang, yung current cost lang ngayon. So, yung materials, ilang units yung nakuha niya na materials? Ang nakuha niyang materials sa ay 20,000, kaya 20,000 times 4. So, ito yon 20,000 times 4. Ilang conversion yung nakuha niya? 5,000, so times 2. Kaya 5,000 times 2. So, 20,000 times 4 equals 80,000 and 5,000 times 2 equals 10,000. So, total cost ni work in process ending ay 90,000. So, 360,000 completed and transferred and yung cost ni work in process ending ay 90,000. So, yung total cost accounted for yan. So, yung total cost accounted for ay 450,000. So, ito yung in-account natin. Total cost to account for ay 450,000. So, yung accounted for natin ay 450,000. So, yun yung first department. Okay, so pakita ko yung buong cost of production report. Hindi ko na nalagyan ng heading na class, but ito yung first department, yung kay machining department. So, ang ginamit natin ay FIFO method. Okay. So, ito yung cost of production report ng FIFO. Hindi ko na nalagyan ng heading ni first department. Okay, so total units to account for. So, units work in process beginning and units started. Total units accounted for, completed and transferred and work in process ending. Kaya lang, since FIFO siya, so naka-breakdown yung completed and transferred sa work in process beginning and started and completed. So, dito 0 ang work in process beginning, kaya 0. So, lahat ng completed nanggaling kay started. Kaya started and completed. Okay. So, since wala namang work in process beginning, so wala tayong problema dyan eh. But if ever na meron, ang nilalagay natin dyan sa work done ay yung incomplete. Ang work in process ending ay completed. Okay. So, after nun, so, ang computation ng unit cost, since si work in process beginning, ang tatandaan FIFO, pag FIFO, si work in process beginning, nakatotal yung cost ni work in process beginning. Kaya lang dito, wala naman siya, kaya 0. Okay, so, ito, dinivide lang natin ng EUP ng materials and conversion. So, kaya nakuha yung unit cost. So, pagdating dun sa total cost accounted for, okay, So, si completed and transferred, dalawa pa rin ulit yung panggagalingan, work in progress beginning and started and completed. So, class, kahit na ang beginning ay 0, nilagay ko pa rin para matandaan ninyo na posibleng meron yan. So, kaya ang started and completed, 60,000 times 6. So, ang total cost niya ay 360,000. So, ang cost ng completed and transferred ay 360,000. So, class, ito, yung itatransfer natin sa susunod na department, 360,000. Ilang units yung itatransfer natin? 60,000. So, ito yung transferred out natin ngayon na pagdating sa second department, transferred in nila. Okay, so ito, 360,000. Ito yung cost ng completed and transferred. But sa susunod na department, ito yung cost from preceding department. Okay? So, then yung work in process ending, same computation lang. So, kaya ang total cost accounted for ay equal dun sa total cost to account for. So, teka lang, hindi ko pala nalagyan ng double rule to. So, lagyan natin ng double rule. Okay, so yun na, 450,000, 450,000. So, ano yung itatransfer natin sa second department? Ito, 360,000, ilang units yan? 60,000 units. So, ito naman yung pang second department, finishing department. Okay. So, given yung work in progress beginning, kanina yung first department walang work in progress beginning. So, ngayon, si finishing department meron siyang work in progress beginning 20,000. Tong units receive niya, yan yung galing kay department 1 or yung kay machining department. So, di ba ang completed and transferred ni machining ay 60,000. So, ito yun, yung units receive or transferred in pagdating kay FIFO ay pagdating kay finishing. So, kay machining, yan yung transferred out niya. So, total units to account for ay 80,000. So, out of 80,000 daw, completed and transferred daw dyan ay 60,000. So, class, nagkataon na parehong ang transferred out nila or yung completed nila ay 60,000 Okay? So, since FIFO tayo, yung FIFO na yan, so, ang 60,000, saan manggagaling yung 60,000? Dun sa work in process beginning muna. So, yung 60,000 work in process beginning na 20, and ito ay dapat receive and completed to. So, yung natitira na 60 minus 20, so 40,000, ito yung receive and completed. So, ang work in process ending daw kasi ay 18,000, then yung lost units niya, normal ay 2,000. So, pag kinumpute natin yung 60 plus 18 plus 2 equals 80,000. So, lagay ko muna dito yung work in process beginning and yung receive and completed. So, kaya ito, si work in process beginning, 20,000. So, 60 minus 20,000 equals 40,000 yung receive and completed. So, pag kinumpute natin yung EUP nila, ito, laman na, 4 na. So, work in process beginning, receive and completed, work in process ending, and yung lost units, normal. Okay, so si receive and completed, always 100%. Si work in process ending, so yung sa conversion niya, kung ilang percent siya completed, dyan sa problem na yan, 70% daw siya complete. Okay, so sa materials, ang sabi dyan, nag-add ng materials at the beginning of the process, kaya ito ay 100% siya. Okay, while si work in process beginning, kabaligtaran ni ending. So, kung ito, si ending ay completed, si beginning naman ay incomplete. So, kaya si work in process ending, 70% completed siya as to conversion, given yan. Tapos, yung materials niya, 100% kasi nag-add ng materials at the beginning of the process. So, ibig sabihin, nakakuha siya ng 100% na materials ngayong period na to. While si work in process beginning, so ito 'di ba kung si work in process ending ay completed, ang kay work in process beginning kung ilang percent siya incomplete. So kasi yung ilalagay natin diyan is yung work to be done. So 50% completed siya sa conversion. So ibig sabihin 50% yung ilalagay natin dito na kulang, so incomplete na 50%. But pagdating sa materials, ilang percent na siya completed? Kailan nag-a-add ng Matias? Beginning. So, ibig sabihin, last year, nakakuha na siya ng Matias na 100%. So, ilan pa yung kulang niya ngayon? So, 0. Okay? So, kaya wala tayo ilalagay dito pagdating sa Matias. Then, sa conversion ni work in process beginning ay 50%. Okay? Pagdating dun sa loss units, okay, so normal, so kailan na-discover yung loss units? Sabi, na-discover yung loss units at the end of the process. Bakit sinabi nating end of the process? So kaya masabi natin na ang loss units na discover at the end of the process kasi sabi sa problem, spoiled units are not detected until units are completed and inspected. So ibig sabihin kung kailan na complete, doon na nagkaroon ng inspection at doon nakita na meron tayong loss units. So kapag end ng process na discover yung loss units, ano yung rules natin? So, pagdating sa loss units and ng process na discover, ang una ay assign work done. Kaya ito 100% as to materials and 100% as to conversion. Kasi conversion, dulo na siya na na-discover kaya 100% yung conversion niya. Ang materials, nag-add ng beginning. So, ibig sabihin nakakuha siya ng 100% kasi at the end of the process na siya na-discover. So, nakakuha siya ng 100% na materials. Okay, so kaya yan, pinag-combine na natin yung rules ng FIFO, si completed and transferred, naka-breakdown kay work in process beginning and receive and completed. Tapos si loss units, sabi natin assign work done. So after nyan, kuhanin natin yung total cost accounted for. So i-apply natin yung rules natin sa loss units and dun sa FIFO. So, kuhanin muna natin yung EUP ng materials and EUP ng conversion. So, yung EUP ng materials, so 20,000 times 0, 0. So, 40,000, 18,000, and 2,000. So, total EUP ng materials ay 60,000. While yung conversion, 50% of 20,000, so 10,000, 100% of 40,000, 70% of 18,000, 12,600, and 100% of 2,000, so 2,000. So, total EUP natin for conversion ay 64,600. Okay, so assign, work done. Yung pangalawa, pag end ng process na discover, so anong gagawin natin pagdating sa loss units? No need to adjust the unit cost from preceding department. Okay, so gawin na muna natin yung total cost to account for. So no need to adjust the unit cost from preceding department. So dito sa total cost to account for, so ang tatandaan since FIFO yan, yung work in process beginning dito na 173,500, yan yung total cost ng work in process beginning dun sa given. So, ito yung problem. So, pagdating sa problem, saan ang galing yan yung 173,500? Ito, 28,000 plus 27,500 plus 118,000. Iyan yung cost ng work in process beginning. So, total natin to. Okay? So, pag FIFO, nakatotal yan. 173,500. So, yung 173,500 na yan, nakatotal siya. Kaya minsan class, hindi sasabihin yung anong method yung gagamitin. So, but may paramdam sa problem. Hindi sasabihin kung average and FIFO. So, tingnan mo kung ano yung given na work in process beginning. So, kapag ang given na work in process beginning ay total cost, so kahit di niya sabihin, yun ay FIFO method. Bakit? Kasi sa average, kung nakatotal yung given, paano mo mapaghahati yun sa cost from preceding materials and conversion cost? Okay, so kaya yun yung may mga paramdam. Okay, but kung nyari, nakaseparate yung cost ng work in process beginning sa materials, sa conversion, and cost from preceding department. So sabi natin pag silent yung problem, as in wala talagang paramdam, so ang gagamitin ninyo ay weighted average. Okay, so dapat kasi talaga naka-include doon kung anong method yung gagamitin kasi mahirap naman din na mag-assume, 'di ba? So but if ever, so ganun yung gagawin ninyo. Okay? So, kaya pagdating dito 173,500 total cost. Pagdating dito, since second department siya, huwag kakalimutan, meron ng cost from preceding department. So, itong 360,000. Nilagyan ko ng asterisk. Ano yan? Yan yung galing sa first department, kay machining department. Yung cost ng completed and transferred ni machining department. Okay? Then, plus yung cost added, yung current cost ng materials, and ng conversion cost. So, pag inad natin sila, ito yung total cost to account for. So, 817,300. So, yun yung i-account natin. Magkano yung cost dyan ni completed and transferred and work in process ending. Okay. So, pagdating sa computation ng unit cost, pag FIFO, si work in process beginning class, hindi siya kasama sa pag-compute ng unit cost. Okay. So, ano lang, cost from preceding tsaka yung cost added. So, since ang loss units natin, sabi natin ay normal, kailan na-discover at the end of the process. So, ano sabi natin, assign work done. Then dito, no need to adjust the unit cost from preceding department. So, dito, di ba, dinidivide natin ng EUP. So, si work in process beginning, wala kang i-divide dyan kasi hindi siya kasama sa pag-compute ng unit cost. But ito, 360,000 ito cost from preceding department. Since FIFO yan, so, i-divide lang natin yan ng, ano lang, units receive. Okay? So, units receive lang. So, hindi kasama si work in process beginning. Ilan ba yung units receive natin dyan? Ang units receive natin dyan, ito, 60,000. Dito yon eh. So, hindi kasama si work in process beginning sa denominator. Bakit? Kasi FIFO method yung ginagamit natin. Hindi siya kasama sa pag-compute ng unit cost. So, wala ka ding ile-less dyan na loss units kasi na-discover siya at the end of the process. So, walang adjustment ng preceding, yung ng unit cost ng preceding department. Kaya ano lalagay natin dyan, i-divide lang natin ng units received. Then, yung materials, i-divide natin doon sa EUP ng materials, yung conversion cost, i-divide natin sa EUP ng conversion cost. Okay, so, kaya ilagay muna natin. Lagay ko muna. So, kaya dito, 360,000 divided by 60 equals ang unit cost niya ay 6 pesos. Okay? So, nilagyan ko ulit ng box to eh. So, but kapag naman kayo nag-compute, hindi nyo naman kailangan lagyan ng box. But para lang maalala ninyo kung ano yung dapat na laman nito. FIFO method tayo, kaya units receive lang. Okay? So, kailan na-discover yung loss units at the end of the process? So, no need to adjust. So, kaya ang laman nito, denominator niya lang, 60,000. Okay? Kasi kung beginning na discover, tong units receive natin, ima-minus natin yung loss units. So, but since end na discover yung loss units, kaya ano lang, wala kang i-adjust, so hindi mo ilales yung loss units. So 60,000, wag magkakamali. Hindi ito yun ha. Hindi to materials na 60,000, but ito, yung units receive niya na 60,000. Dito nang galing yun. Itong 60,000. Kaya nilagay ko dyan, units receive only. Okay? Kasi na-discover yung loss units at the end of the process ko, walang adjustment. Tas FIFO siya, so hindi kasama si work in process beginning kasi si work in process beginning, yung cost niya dito nakaseparate. Okay? So kaya ang unit cost from preceding ay 6 pesos. Ang materials, 90,000 divided by 60,000 dito. Ito yung EUP ng materials. Okay? Then, yung conversion natin, 193,800 divided by 64,600. Itong 64,600, ito naman, conversion. So, ang unit cost niya ay 3 pesos. So, pag tinotal natin, ang total unit cost ay 10.5. Okay? So, ang total unit cost ay 10.5. So, i-account naman natin yung total cost. Okay? So, itong 817,300. Magkano yung cost dyan ng completed and work in process ending. Okay. So, ang loss units, sabi natin, assign work done. Kasi end ng process na discover. No need to adjust the unit cost from preceding department. Since end ng process na discover, so, ang mag-absorb ng loss units, yung cost ng loss units ay si completed and transferred lang. Okay. So, di ba pag FIFO, ang laman ng completed and transferred natin ay work in process beginning and then receive and completed. So, ngayon madadagdagan yung share niya dun sa loss units natin na normal. Okay. So, kuhanin natin yung cost ng completed and transferred and work in process ending. So, pagdating dito sa total cost accounted for, so kuhanin muna natin yung cost ng completed and transferred. Okay, so una munang laman ni completed and transferred ay yung work in process beginning. So, kuhanin muna natin yung cost ni work in process beginning. Ito yung total cost niya last period, 173,500. Saan mo lang nakuha yan? Ito lang, given lang yan. 'Di ba yung tinotal natin na 173,500. Okay, so ibig sabihin ito yon. 'Di ba ito yung work in process beginning natin. Itong 20,000 na to, ito yung cost niya, 173,500. Okay, hindi kukuha si work in process beginning do sa preceding department, 'di ba? Kasi ito yun sa units receive yun So, hindi naman siya nanggaling sa units receive, but dito So, kaya wala siyang cost from preceding department. Huwag kayong magkakamali doon. So, may materials ba siyang kinuha? Wala siyang materials na kuha. But, pagdating dito, nilagay ko pa rin yung cost added natin, 0 times yung cost ng materials, 1.5. Para hindi nyo makalimutan na posibleng may laman yung materials ni work in process beginning. So, 0 pa din to. Okay? Tapos, yung conversion niya, ilang nakuha ni work in process beginning sa conversion? So, 10,000 units. So, 10,000 units times 3 pesos. So, ito yung cost niya sa conversion. So, 10,000 times 3 equals 30,000. So, magkano yung cost ni work in process beginning? 173,500 plus 0 plus 30,000. So, ang cost ni work in process beginning is 203,500. Okay. So, kuhanin naman natin yung cost ni receive and completed. So, si receive and completed, 40,000 galing yan saan? Do sa units receive. Kaya 40,000 times 6. Then 40,000 times 1.5 para sa materials. And 40,000 times 3. So, kaya pag nilagay natin dito sa cost, so, receive and completed, 40,000 times yung total unit cost na 10.5. Okay, so lagay ko muna. So, kaya yung receive and completed ay 40,000 times yung 10.5 na total unit cost. So, lalabas ay 420,000. Okay, but huwag kakalimutan kailan na-discover yung lost units. Kung walang lost units, yan lang yung cost ng completed and transferred natin, yung dalawa na yan. But since na-discover at the end of the process, so ano sabi natin, assign work done, no need to adjust the unit cost from preceding department. And yung cost ng lost units normal, ang mag-a-absorb ay si completed and transferred only. Siya lang. Kaya dito, magkakaroon na siya ng share doon sa lost units. Okay? So, cost ng lost units normal. So, dadagdagan natin dito. Kaya magiging 3 yung laman ng completed and transferred natin. From work in process beginning, receive and completed, and yung cost ng lost units normal natin. Kasi end ng process na discover yung lost units. So, si completed lang ang mag-a-absorb. Okay. So, lagay ko lang yung cost ng lost units dito. So, paano natin kukahanin yun? So, itong 2,000 times 6. 2,000 na materials times 1.5 tsaka 2,000 times 3. So, ibig sabihin, pwedeng 2,000 times 10.5. Okay. Ma'am, bakit yung 2,000 kasama sa cost from preceding? Ito, nakuha niya. Hindi doon sa work in process beginning. Si work in process beginning kasi dito diba? So, ibig sabihin, tong 60,000 na to galing kay units received. Kaya may part siya dito sa preceding department. Kaya 2,000 times 6, 2,000 times 1.5, 2,000 times 3. So, or 2,000 times 10.5. So, lagay ko lang dito sa ilalim. So, kasama pa rin siya sa cost ng completed and transferred. So, dito natin na nilagay yung cost ng lost units class. Di ba sa receive and completed kanina, 40,000 units. So, ginawa na natin dito. Ginawa na natin 42,000. So, yung 2,000 dyan, yun yung cost ng lost units natin na normal. Okay? So, kaya kanina 40 lang yan. So, ngayon binago ko na, ginawa kong 42,000. Ibig sabihin, nakasama na dyan yung cost ni lost units. Times 10.5, so 441,000. So, ito, dito nakasama na yung cost ni lost units. Pag tinanong sa inyo na separate, nakaseparate, kung ilan yung cost ng lost units, so gawin mo lang 2,000 times 10.5. So, nandito na yun sa 441. Okay? So, pag inad natin yung dalawa, yan yung cost na ng completed and transferred natin. So, magkano? 644,500. Okay. So, yun yung cost ng completed and transferred. Ano sabi natin sa loss units? Assign work done. No need to adjust the unit cost from preceding department. And, ang mag-absorb ng cost ay si completed and transferred lang. Kaya ito, itong 42,000 na to, kasama dyan yung 2,000 na cost ng loss unit. So, lagyan ko na lang ng asterisk para alam nyo ito. So, ito tandaan. Huwag kakalimutan. So, kasama dyan yung cost ng loss units. Okay? So, yung 2,000 na loss units times 10.5 kasi end naman na discover. So, ibig sabihin lahat nakuha niya. Okay? So, compute naman natin yung cost ng work in process ending. Si work in process ending, kung paano mag-compute pa dati no, sa basic. So, ganun lang din naman yung gagawin ninyo kay work in process ending. Okay? So, pagdating kay ending, ito yon. So, cost from preceding department, kuhanin muna natin ilang bang units yung cost from yung units niya from preceding department. 18,000 times 6, tapos 18,000 times 1.5 para sa materials, and 12,600 times 3. So, conversion. So, kaya pag kinuha natin yan, yung cost ni work in process ending, so, ito siya. So, 18,000 times 6 equals 108,000. Tapos, 18,000 times 1.5 equals 27,000. 12,600 times 3 equals 37,800. So, pag inad natin, yung total cost ng work in process ending ay 172,800. So, pag inad natin, ito yung cost ni completed, 644,500. Ang cost ng work in process ending ay 172,800. So, pag tinotal natin, 817,300, ito yung total cost accounted for. So, yan ay balance dito. So, 817,300. So, lagyan ko lang ng double rule since sila ay balance. So, yan. So, 817,300 total cost to account for and total cost accounted for 817,300. So, sabi ko klaseng di ba nung umpisa pa lang, nung basic pa lang, hindi lahat ng equal ay tama, di ba? Pwede naman kasi mag-equal yan. So, mabalanse mo pero meron palang mali. Okay, so but iba yung feeling ng balance, di ba? So, feeling tama. Okay, so yan yun. So, ipakita ko sa inyo yung cost of production report from dun sa quantity schedule hanggang dito sa total cost accounted for. Okay. So, iyan yung cost of production report kapag merong loss units at na-discover at the end of the process. So, pag ang ginamit natin ay FIFO method. So, second department, so merong loss units and na-discover, so assign work done. No need to adjust the unit cost from preceding department and yung cost niya ang mag-absorb ay si completed and transferred itong 2,000. So, ito yun. Okay. So, ganyan lang kapag first in, first out. Okay. So, and yung loss ay na-discover at the end of the process. So, meron din dyan sa dulo ang sabi, what if kapag na-discover siya at the beginning of the process? Same naman. Same problem. Okay? Pag beginning ng process class, okay, so ano mangyayari? No work done, ito matatanggal to. Tapos, adjust the unit cost from preceding department. Ito, magkakaroon to ng minus loss units, 2,000. So, magbabago yung unit cost. So, pagdating dito, wala nang mag-absorb dito, na dito kasi si completed lang. So, but pag beginning na discover, ang mag-absorb si completed and work in process ending. But automatic kasi bakit? Doon sa cost ng preceding department, so mag-i-increase siya, madadagdag dito, madadagdagan yung cost. So, ibig sabihin, yung cost ni work in process ending and yung cost ni completed and transferred ay madadagdagan. So, ma-absorb nila automatic yung cost ni loss units. Okay?